Okay, excuse me. Okay, I just wanted to share a quick reading, quickly share this reading with all the energies happening. I just feel like I just feel called to share and help out in any way if I can. Last night I'll share the card that I got from this deck because I think it's relevant to the cards that came out with these two decks. So wow, eagle and owl were on the back, or the next, yeah, the bottom was ostrich, which is strong. That's a very, as far as bird family, like, those are very, very strong. And the last animal reading that I did for myself, I don't think I shared it on camera, but I got lizard and dolphin. And the deck that the lizard card came out of, the top and bottom card were both big, like emu. I can't remember what the names were. One might have been ostrich or emu, but they were like basically huge, like ostrich birds. Okay, so and that's what's on the bottom of the deck here. And then the next two top cards are eagle number 10 and owl number 24. And the bottom is ostrich number 23. But what came out, flew out, one of my totems, Falcon. That was one of my first, that and the crested blue. I think probably maybe right around the same time. No, I think the Falcon, yeah, Falcon first. Oh, Falcon came into my life in a time, during a time when I needed that strength. I was in a bad relationship. I had just had a miscarriage. And that lasted for 5 weeks because I bled for about 10 days very heavily. Didn't even know I was anemic. I was like, oh, I got so tired very heavily. I'm like, whoa, this is a weird period. And then, yeah, I had 2 waves of that. I believe I was probably pregnant with twins. And I prayed for that, though. And at that time, I was very against abortion, even though they call it a missed abortion when you say, it's so weird to sign your name, but anyway, that was like premonition of what was to come in the future, but because I've had an abortion too, but oh yeah, you know, the consequences of being a fornicator. You know, even if you're in long-term monogamous relationships, you're still not, first of all, asking God's blessing and direction as far as anything in your life, who your mate's going to be, your career path, all that. So, Falcon, there was a pair of falcons that were flying right around where I was living at the time. I was actually living in the warehouse. We had like a shot. Well, anyway, I'm not going into the whole story, but right along the overpass there, they kept flying back and forth really low and doing their call. It's like a screechy kind of a call. And then later when I lived in Sonoma, is when the crested blues came into my life, so that was following that. And then when I moved here, again, another pair of falcons. So that was Sonoma County. So when I moved here a couple years ago, Nevada County, another pair of falcons found me and crested blues. So Falcon, and it's number 11, okay, aligning with that strength of God, that singularity. Those fence posts, right? Strong, holds up that gate. And we'll go into, I'll read that, it's short, but let me show you these cards quickly first. So I pulled mainly from this deck, the Shamanic Healing deck, and then one card from the Resonance Oracle deck. So I asked for a single card for the masculine, and as soon as I was asking, it shot out. So, and I was very specific, one card for the masculine. And what came out was a feminine card, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so really grounding, anchoring in feminine energy in a very tangible, masculine way. So they're tapping into that creative abundance, or what you may call the universe. So here's like 3 of Pentacles, almost, these little Chinese coins, and it's 13, abundance, okay? So 13 is the number of the Divine Mother, reduces to a 4, which is the number of the Earth, which is a square, represents the Earth, okay? But here we have 3 coins. So that's the Trinity, but they're tangible, they're coins, so it's really anchoring it into the Earth. So this is really just like the masculine really tuning into his right brain, feminine, creative energy, the Trinity within a T. Okay, we all have it. The 2 is the feminine, and the 1 singularity is masculine energy, so that would be the shaft, okay? Whether it's the vagina or the penis, we're talking about the shaft is the masculine, and then the 2 things on the side, whether they're testes or ovaries, those are feminine. That's why 2, 13, 2, 4, 13. So actually, all numbers are feminine, pretty much. Everything. 1 and 0. Everything past that. So, yeah, he's really tuning into the abundance. Maybe kind of with some hesitation. They may not believe that they have that inside them, but they do, and they'll figure that out. And so I was thinking, okay, give me another card for the masculine about how he's viewing the feminine. So this could be twin flames, divine partnerships, husband, wife. This is for everybody. Okay, so how is he viewing his feminine? And again, these all... So I shuffled in between each time too. Regular style, like playing card style. And then continued to shuffle, and these shot out as soon as I asked the question, 1 single card. And so here's 3 birds, okay? And again, very watery. See, this is bamboo. 3 bamboo's very watery. There's water down here. It's kind of hard to see, and there's some glare. These are shiny cards, but so... And again, this is very watery. See all the water down here, and there's 3 birds. And that's card 4. Okay, so that's 13 reduces to a 4. So again, very earthly number, very like 4 of Wands, the solid foundation of the happy home, okay? Feminine energy, creative. So past, present, future is how he sees her. So lifetime after lifetime, he's seen her as the one true divine partner, as blessed by God, as ordained by God. So that's just amazing how they are both 4, basically the energy of 4 of the earth. So the masculine is really, like I said, tuning into that divine feminine creative energy and abundant. Oh, and I pulled some cards for myself the other day. Was it yesterday or the day before? Whatever, the gateway cards, and it was, yeah, like something I'm seeing the abundance of prosperity in my life, and yeah, good stuff. So this, basically what I'm saying is this abundant feminine energy, very prolific, abundant, manifesting, creative, flowing, fertile, open, magnetic, okay, energy. So that came up for the masculine. And then I said, okay, give me a single, and in between each question and card, I shuffled both styles. So, because I just had a feeling they were going to come out right away. And that's why I was called. I keep getting called to do readings because I'm just, just the energies, and I feel called to help for anyone who might be struggling with them. Oops, sorry. Okay, so for the feminine, this is what came out. This is 15, and that reduces to 6. So like I said, now receiving. Now, instead of her creating, being the one create, now she's receiving. She's doing the other part of that feminine creative. Okay, so he's doing the creative production, creation, manifesting, tangible, okay, of the elements and stuff, and she's doing the receiving. And that just makes sense. That's balance. So that's the yin and yang. Sorry about the glare. I think, is that the, oh, because I have the light on above. Because it's white blanket. White blanket day at Macy's. Okay, I'm sorry. I used to work with blah, blah, blah. They support Catholic charities. So, yeah. Anyway, 15. Honoring your energy. And see how there's a sun in this one, and there's also a sun in the next one that came out. So honoring your energy. And, you know, he got this past, present, future, lifetime after lifetime, how he sees her. And it's like he's seeing her come into herself, because of the next card, it's like she's seeing him come into his self. So he's seeing her as this eternal divine soul, and she's receiving that. He's thinking that, feeling that, and so she's receiving that because he's aligning with that energy. She's tapping into that, but just of herself, of her own wholeness, she's healing past life trauma, really examining all that, because all the pain of this lifetime isn't necessarily from this quote-unquote life. It's an accumulation, just like the disease in this lifetime is like a micro accumulation. Okay, so, you know, the divine feminine has really been oppressed. It's been a masculine dominated, you know, patriarchal, out of whack, because if it's out of balance either way, it's not God ruling, because it's balance, perfect harmonious balance. That's God. So it's the ego ruling when we get out of balance. And for just a very long time, it's been out of balance with the feminine energy in men and women, not just women being oppressed. Okay, women oppressing this energy within themselves, oppressing it within other women, men oppressing it within themselves and oppressing it within other men, and putting that on women, and women putting that on men and themselves. Okay, so it's just an oppression of this feminine, creative, abundant, fertile, expressive, okay? It's like, you know, our puritanical background in this country is just like gray, drab, no music, no art, the legend of gray face. So see these flowers blooming, they look like roses, but they're blue and they're still kind of tight, so they, you know, they're gonna open up more. She's gonna express that uturi, that fragrance, that essence that is the divine feminine, and she's gonna like shout it out like a speaker, like just radiate it out, because she's coming more fully into herself and embodying that. And that's the energy of right. And the masculine ones who have been out of whack masculine, okay, they're getting more in tune with their feminine to balance out. And I feel like she's more healing her feminine to get in tune with it to balance out. Because it's just, you know, or, you know, there could be men who embody a lot of the feminine energy. And so they might have some healing to do as well. So it just depends on if you're more masculine or feminine, how these energies are going to be affecting you. But the feminine energy is being healed so it can be expressed. And the one who embodies more of the feminine energy probably feels more of the liberation from the oppression. So there's this expansion and this freedom, this being able to breathe kind of a feeling coming from the feminine. And the masculine, I just feel like he's like in awe, like, wow, really? I can do that? I can manifest? I can be psychic? I can cry and it's okay now? And we'll get to that because that makes, and since there's so much water and feminine on his side, I say he, she, but I'm just representative of my personal journey, okay? And I'm feminine, heterosexual. And I've gone back and forth with masculine, feminine, probably a lot more masculine energy that I've just, from survival and being an old soul, that that's what I'm healing and now learning to feel safe in expressing. So, and then how she feels about him, how the feminine feels about the masculine is psychic abilities. So, and that's a swan, I believe. And again, see the sun, okay, and fuchsia, very vibrant, okay, very fertile green coming out of the fuchsia. So a lot of radiance and light. So this is the feminine side with the suns and all the blossoming, okay? So she's like harnessing in that masculine energy for herself as well. And then she feels kind of more safe and protected to let the feminine flow out. And then as she does this for him as well. And then what he's doing, see how it works together? How that's the yin yang. So psychic development, not abilities. Okay, and that's a 5. And then we have 15. So these are, okay, very much 5, fire, electric, okay, the sun, Holy Spirit, guided information. So by the masculine energy really coming alive in her, she's feeling safe to really just explode that feminine that's been suppressed and oppressed for so long. And he's just being like, he's in shock and awe, like almost in disbelief that he has this power to, like, I can birth something too? No way! I never knew I could be pregnant and birth something? This is great. How? This is great. I want to figure out how to do that. How do I harness this energy? Yeah, I can do it too. I can? But even though I have a penis, I can do it. Really? And I don't have a womb, and I'm not going to, like, have a baby, but I can birth. It's the same thing. Okay, for us, it's, you know, the baby thing for the female body. But we also birth other things, too. So just like with men, they may not be able to birth, unless they're hermaphrodite, and they have both perfect systems functioning. But, and then it wouldn't be a man, right? It'd be both. But like I said, we all have this trinity withinity, the feminine and masculine together. The singularity, the masculine, electric, the sun, the solar, and then the feminine, the negative, the magnetic, the water. Okay? This trinity is earth, fire, and water. That's like that anchor. That's the trinity. You anchor with the elements, okay? The ether of the Father, the information from the light out of the air, okay? The ether and the air, that's the electric transmission from Father, from the positive, okay, and we're the negative, magnetic. So we're harnessing that. That's why we're the three. The Trinity is feminine, fire, water, and then earth. So Uriel, Gabriel, and Raphael, which would be Isho, Jesus, Iawanes. So then I had a question first. I say, now I want to know what's ordained and blessed by God. And this shot out immediately. A tree, and it says teaching, and the number is 14, and that reduces to a 5 as well. Oh, well, 15 reduces to a 6. Okay, so yeah, but it's 5 plus 5 plus 5. And then psychic development was literally number 5. So, so it's like 4, 5, 6, another 5. So things, it feels like they're in order. Okay, so when that shot out, this is, okay. Now keep in mind, I'm asking Spirit, God, Source, Creator. When that shot out, this is what was on the bottom. Ascension. I don't know if it's like, these cards are kind of dark. Can you see that? No. There we go. Kind of. And I have a little dust on my screen, you know, electronics gather dust. So it's hard to, anyway, that says Ascension, okay. Now, and this all looks like a little spiral, like your whole life of just all these different things, a spiral of just all your past lives, everything that you've ever been, done, said, okay, the Akash, your Akash. And this was on the top, retreat. Looks like a Venus flytrap kind of, or 2 toothbrushes. It also looks like, okay, antlers, okay, harnessing, okay, that would be the masculine, the singularity, or sometimes it would be like just coming down like a wire, however, different things, okay. But it's a singularity, okay, with 2 things bridging it together. That's the feminine. You're anchoring that. So, retreat, that reduces to a 4. It looks all very like antlery up here and like connected to the cosmos, and then there's like these different layers. See how there's like this layer protected, so this is like the earth down here and like Gebna, okay, and then this looks like another, like the 4th dimension, another, like the dream realm, another dimension, and here's the heavens, the 5th, okay. So here's 5D. So this is like the womb, you know. Dream time, shamanic journeys, anchoring down those messages from those visions and dreams and all the clairs. So that was the top card, retreat, 40, which reduces to a 4. Okay, so the 4th dimension, okay, traveling through the 4th dimension. Maybe some people still need to focus on that, okay, and so they want to get straight to the 5D, but you need to learn how to travel through the 4D and be a traveler, and so and it's fun too, and it's interesting. So it's just mastering discernment and different things like that. So the things in the 5D you can understand when you're ready for that level of stuff. So we're moving up to new levels again. Ascension, 24, like 24 elders, and 12 plus 12. And then 40, there's that number 40 again. And then teaching, okay, this was the card from Spirit. Now, it looks like, okay, the polarity, again, the Vajra, unified polarity, as above, so below, the tree of life, teaching, and the trees teach us, the trees record. The core of the tree, core, chord, record, chord, and record. And the E, the double E, the all-seeing eye of God is in the E. The green trees. So, okay, masculine. Okay, all the chlorophyll, harnessing that light. Okay. All the light, okay, coming in. Boom. This is like where it gets stored, the computer, the matter, the mother, the magnetic. This is the electrical part, all radiant. You can take pictures of plants and stuff too, and you can see how alive and electric and radiant, how much light it's emanating. So this is where we want to be, right here. That's home, right in the center, the eye show. Okay. And same with 3D and 5D. We can't be in 5D. We you know, I'm kind of, and I keep getting these different cards. Pigeon medicine mentioned it. Lizard medicine mentioned the same thing. It's like straddling two worlds. A lot of us feel like we're kind of in a dream state, like we're oscillating between like fantasy and reality, because that's what's happening. Because we're ascending, we're moving up. So we're in this fourth dimension right here, where the eye show takes place, where the light meets the womb, just like in the eye, like I've talked about in teachings, in different teachings. So that's all teaching is sharing God, more and more and more God, with as much people as possible, as often as possible, as clearly as possible, as much as you can, and as much as you can do with love, right? So if you're not feeling the love, then there's nothing to share. And that's the time to retreat and go inward, which is what the top card was. So and you know, this retreat is helping us to ascend too. I know that I'm probably going a little bit long now, huh? Oh, we're still in the 20s. Okay, good. One last card here. So, you know, we're reaching higher and higher levels. We're reaching new levels. And then we teach. As we reach, we teach. We're reaching and teaching. So as we get there, we share. You share what you've experienced. That's all you know is what you've experienced. So because then you're sharing truth, because you're sharing from your spirit, because it's what you've experienced. Okay, so, and I think that's what truly makes people heal, helps people to heal. Is not being an expert on something, having gone through something yourself and sharing that, testifying, being a witness. That's a witness to your own life, and sharing that testimony is a huge part of helping others to heal, because of the connections it forms. So that was the bottom card from the Resonance Oracle deck when this flipped out. Well, it didn't flip out. It got stuck in my hand. I'm like, before I flipped it over, I'm like, is this the one? And they're like, yeah. Because the cards were just like instant. So I'm like, just give me whatever message, team, spirit, God, benevolent. And this was the one. So I was like, well, from the benevolence. So I was like, the message I got was that they hear our cries, because we're all connected. When that flipped out, this was the bottom card. Okay. And see, there's like a little, there's little plugs. These are little cords with plugs on the ends, okay? So we're all connected, okay, through the spirit. We're all brothers and sisters. And literally, we are all brothers and sisters. And then, and then blessings was the top. So you're connected, and blessings. Okay, so you're connected to the one who's blessing you. It's not just some outside thing. You're connected to the one blessing you. You're connected to the all. So it's complex, okay? It's all these connections, right? Complex, but not complicated. Because I opened randomly. Because that card kind of stuck in my hand, so I'm like, oh, I'm going to pull random from the deck. So I just, you know, it was like this, you know, and I just opened it, and simplicity. So it's real simple. You either love and respect yourself or you don't. You either love and respect God or you don't. You either put God first or you don't. It's real simple. You're connected to God, so what you're doing is affecting we're all connected, so we're all affecting each other, and we're connected to God, so we're affecting God. Okay? God is a loving, benevolent being, so how could he not be affected? He's either way, good or bad. I believe our God is all heart. He's pure heart. So yes, he's very much affected. And he hears your heart's tears. Your heart's tears. Okay, so your mouth and everything might be or your yeah, your eyes are dry, right, and angry, whatever, but inside you're crying. God hears your heart. So whatever your heart's doing, your mouth could be doing whatever. You can squint your eyes and, you know, hold the tears back or whatever, make an angry face. God knows your heart. God reads your heart. God sees straight into your heart. Heart communication, because God is all heart. That's all God is heart. Pure, perfect balance. Purity, perfection in every way. Balance, truth, love. So know that your cries, when you cry out, you're being heard, okay? It's as simple as that. We're all connected. There's nothing complex, okay? Complexity without complication. We are complex, but it doesn't have to be complicated. We choose to make it that way. That's a conscious, well, unconscious choice. Because if we were consciously choosing, we wouldn't be choosing that way. So, okay, Falcon. Now this is just all about strength now. I believe they mate for life too, Falcon. So past, present, future. Okay, with the other card there, and it's 11. So it has to do with the twin flame journey and just shamanic journey. However, you're, for me, it was the twin flame path. That's what God used to wake me up. So, okay, and it's on page 16, which is 4 fours, 4 squared, like 4 square. Aw. Okay. I am Falcon, the swiftness of change. I am the sun god, the solar emblem, and the renewal of fortitude. Oh, I love that word. That's my word. It's everybody's. We're all connected. You can have it too. I am victory rising. I am the hunter. Oh yeah, just like the owl card from the silent reading, be the hunter, not the hunted. And I associated that with Archangel Michael. I felt that coming through. So, faster than anyone, I harness the power of quick action. Every flit of a feather alters the world somehow. Every flit of a feather alters the world somehow. So waste no opportunity. Wow, yeah. It's like the butterfly effect, right? I am conquest. I am prophecy. I will lead you to your purpose. You have made great strides already. Yes, everybody, congratulations. But I am here to take you further. Oh yeah, right? Higher, further, new levels. New levels, new devils. Ah! I stole that from Joycey. We call her Joycey. Rejoicey. Okay. So I'm here to take you further. I have given you the visions you asked for, but you have yet to take flight. Take heed. There's that double E. Ooh, we love it. The green esteem of God. Take heed of the currents and dive in. Find your target and take uncompromising aim. I am the arrow that hits the mark and will steer you ahead if you allow it. Steer, another double E. Get away from the scenic route and plot your steps quickly. Many great things lie ahead. And like that retreat card, okay? Get away from the scenic route, right? And that vision I had of we're not doing the same old routes, no matter how edgy new age, even if it was, I mean, last month, it's like every day is this new, more coming in, more coming, it's like new level, we're getting pushed more. As we get to higher and higher levels, we build more and more strength and fortitude and all that, so we're presented with more and more difficult tasks. And from the very beginning, I've been relating this to like Pac-Man or video games. It's just, it gets harder. You got to move faster. You have less men and more ghosts to eat. Okay, so, and less time to do it. And so, but that's that quickening. Okay, as we ascend, that's that quickening that's happening. So here's a little poem at the bottom. You are forging ahead. You have spotted the prize. You are triumphant. You are Falcon. Eyes on the prize, Violet. Yes, triumphant. I'm kind of seeing like Hierophant, like we're going to be the new establishment. So, I love you guys. Peace and blessings.